化球じゃなくてまっすぐで、三振取りに行く、打ち取りに行くっていうのが姿勢が見えたんですけど、そこは今日自分の中でどういう
バッターによって特徴も違うので、その通りに、試合前のミーティングだったり試合中のミーティング通りになりましたし、変化球自体も良かったんですけど、まっすぐも良かったので、早めの勝負っていう意味で、こんな感じです。
そのまっすぐが良かったっていうと、100マイルが5球、100マイル以上が5球出てたんですけど、感触的には良かった。
そうですね、コントロールもある程度できてましたし、強く投げた中でちゃんとベースマンの上に行ったので、良かったなと思います。
球速どんなまたさらに上がってきてますけども、フォームとかがよりしっかり納得にいくのができているという感じですか。
そうですね、本当にずっとやってることはほとんど同じですし、それがいい形で来ているので、微調整はもちろん必要だと思うんですけど、まずはコンディションよく、しっかり健康を維持して投げることが今重要なのかなと思います。
前回の登板に続いて、中盤での失点とかにしましたけど、もう1イニングに6回、7回投げ切れるようになると、どういったところが重要になってくる？
そうですね、今日に関してはまた最後の2人ホームラン打たれたところがなんていうんですかね、だけだと思っているので、それ以外は全体的にいいピッチングできましたし、ホームラン打たれた中でも投げ切れたボールあると思うので、本当に精度を高めていったり、今あるものをよりよく、要求通りに投げれるようにやっていって、それでも打たれる時あると思うので、その精度を高めることだけかなと思ってます。
ちょっと繰り返しになるかもしれないですけど、そのやりたいことができたというのは、例えば今日に関して言うと、いくつもあったのか、それとも何か一つこれがっていうのがあったんですか？
そうですね、前回もまっすぐは良かったんですけど変化球がダメだったので、そういった意味ではしっかり修正できましたし、特にスライダーも前回全然ダメで、今回試合の中で、いいボールも多かったので、そこら辺は良かったなと思ってます。
ちなみに修正っていうのは握り方変えたりする、それともご自身の投げ方の意識とか変えたりとか？
握りは変えてなくて、自分がベース板の上に行かないときに、どういう傾向があるかを、ブルペンだったりピッチングコーチとも話して、そこを修正しました。
時間のあるときはワールドカップとか見られてますか？
前回の日本の最後の方はちょっと見ました。
明日試合ですけど。
そうなんですか。はい。明日ちょっと時間あるんで応援します。
時間重なります。
本当ですか。じゃあ見れないです。
9時から
ギリですか。そう。
吉野さんに頑張ってもらいます。
Lack of throughout the night. Honestly, I just wanted to spoil any pitch besides the slider. Especially after chasing the one in the dirt, I had a feeling that he wanted to throw another one. And the whole mindset was foul off a fastball and just try and move the slider forward through the middle of the field. And luckily, pulled a heater inside and caught it in the loop, and Dodgers win. It's a great night to end on, or a great way to end the night, especially after the frustration early.
What was just your view of that play as you're rounding the bases and you see the ball come in?
I see it land, and I knew the game was tied. I knew he was going on the swing, but honestly, I kind of just looked around and he's go, go, go. Didn't even see the throw get past the catcher. But thank God it did. Ended the game early for us. It's like I said, I was just trying to get that run in on second. The runner on first is just a bonus.
You mentioned the frustration, and we saw it. Just how do you stay then clear-headed in a moment like that?
A lot of different thoughts for the first 8.5 innings of baseball. But I go down 2 strikes. I chase another slider in the dirt on the night, and I kind of look over. I see Mookie, just all the confidence in the world in me, and see the whole dugout top step, just put together a good at bat from there. You're in a hole against a really good closer, a guy that's got really good stuff, and I was just looking to spoil whatever the next pitch was that he threw.
Were you kind of talking to yourself as that was happening, or like what's when you call timing? Would be like kind of like
Just kind of a reset. It's it's one of those moments where you kind of have to take a second, step away, and just go back to basic baseball. None of the big swing. You can't get into an 0-2 count and try and go hit a home run to right center field. It's not going to work. Not for many guys, at least. So yeah, I think a deep breath just kind of grounded me a little bit. All right, move whatever pitch he throws forward, give us a chance to win the baseball game, give us a chance to extend the baseball game, just in general. And like I said, luckily it went our way and it worked out.
I know you're continuing to work at it, but when you have the frustration throughout the night, what are things that work for you to help reset your mind?
It's still working on that. I think in that moment in particular, it was, like I said, looking in the dugout and seeing all the guys that are up on their feet, and just they want to see you have that moment, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty special, especially the clubhouse, the team that we have, and Mookie obviously giving us a chance to even win that baseball game there, home run in the 9th inning, and like I'd mentioned, he was the first guy that I saw when I looked over in the dugout after chasing the slider in the dirt, and like I said, he had all the confidence in the world in him.
What was he doing?
It's just the normal, like, hey, let's go. Like, take a second, reset, let's go, one pitch at a time kind of thing. And for a guy like that, a guy that's lived in that moment, he's succeeded in that moment, he's failed in that moment, he knows what it feels like. It's pretty special.
What has the last month and a half been like for you offensively, especially after the red hot April you had?
It's baseball. Obviously, hasn't been my best baseball over the last month. It's been frustrating at times, but at the same time, I do think that I've had some stretches where it's like I'm putting together good at bats, and really that's all we can ask for in this game. You're gonna hit a lot of baseballs hard and get out. You're gonna go up to the plate sometimes and not really know what's going on, and just have to find a way, help the team win, do the little things. And tonight, like I said, luckily it worked out in the end.
What did it feel like?
To compartmentalize the emotions or frustration or feelings, something that you've kind of talked with teammates about?
Yeah, I mean, you're in that moment right there. Nothing that's happened the first 4 at-bats, 3 at-bats, however many you had before, none of it matters. It's, like I said, I look in a dugout and all those guys care about is that next pitch, and the next pitch after that, and the next pitch after that. They just want you to win one pitch at a time, and like I said, I think that really helped me.
What did it feel like being in the middle of just like the mob after?
Yeah, his first one here at Dodger. First one as a Dodger in general. It's pretty special. It was good to give Freddie a night off from being the guy in the middle for a change, you know. No, it's
a very expressive player, and when you look at tonight, you can see the frustration through his first 4 at-bats, but for him to have that moment there late in the game, just how he was able to not only settle himself being in an 0-2 count, but just manage through that at-bat. What were you seeing from a player like him tonight?
It's just part of the process, the learning process, the experience part, and I think you can add Freeland and Ward into that bucket where that 3rd inning, very forgettable at bats, and you know, to their credit, they made the adjustments later, and then to the Dalton point, you know, you strike out 3 times, you line out your first at bat, you're frustrated, you're trying to stay in the game, call in games, and then the game's on the line, and it's your spot, and so for him to flush it all and to you know, flip his entire game and help us win a ball game was huge.
What was just your kind of viewpoint of everything that happened as the game ended, and just the throw that kind of went over, and the catcher not going for it, just kind of how you saw this game come to an end? What was just your viewpoint of everything?
You know, I don't know. I was actually, after with the base hit, I was thinking about extra innings and thinking about, you know, I was thinking that the play was going to be made, and I actually didn't see it get by the catcher, and then seeing the replay, it just, I don't know how it got by him. I don't know if he thought the game was over. But yeah, and so I wasn't really kind of in tune. I was kind of moving to the next play, you know.
Everyone just started running out of the dugout now.
Yeah, Bob said it's the run counts or something, and I was like, and I saw the ball, but I was looking at my card.
Dave, Dalton's emotions
make him, a lot of the times, the player who he is and can be a benefit for him, continues to be a work in progress in how he relegates those emotions. How have you seen the progress that he's made, and what else does he need to do to continue growing?
I think he needs, I think he does a good job, and it might not show it that, after he, vents, he does a good job of collecting himself to get back into the next play, the next at bat, the next, catching. I think his growth needs to be the adjustments in game, and they need to be sooner. And that's a lot of times with young players. Swinging at balls out of the strike zone because you want to do too much and letting the game come to you. And that's where, that's not an emotional thing. That's kind of trying to slow the game down.
What did you see from Rohi tonight?
I thought he was great. I thought he was great. He pulled a split to Henderson for the homer. And then, I thought he threw the baseball really well. The stuff was really good. I liked the way he competed. The fastball command was good. So he was fantastic tonight.
This is 4 straight wins, all by 1 run. What does that do at this point this season?
We're just stacking wins. It's the most important thing is to win baseball games, but, we haven't really played well. I think I say that in a positive way, that we're still winning a lot of baseball games, but, tonight shouldn't have been a game, in my opinion. And we kept them around. We've let a lot of teams hang around, and then it ends up being a 1-run game. And you got to use pitchers that you don't want to use, and you can't let the starter go as deep because you're trying to maximize a particular matchup. But at the end of the day, we are winning baseball games, so that's a good sign.
The pitching staff has been so good. Do you think there are times when you're almost relying a little on them to be, not perfect, but so good to win these games?
Yeah, yes, and that's not a good thing. I think that, there's times where you've got no margin, you got to be perfect, essentially. But there's other times when, as an offense, you have a chance to break the game open. And that needs to happen too. And I just think that that's something, as far as we can do a better job of that. I don't. I think I'm hoping tomorrow, but I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
When did you know he wasn't gonna? Because he was here earlier, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, he didn't.
No.
Okay.
Was he here? Oh, I didn't see him. There you go. Didn't see him.
Did you know they were expecting him?
I found out recently, very recently. No.
Was it a sudden thing? Were you expecting something imminent?
As far as?
The baby dying.
Yeah, it was imminent, yes. We were expecting it.